How do you know you're ready for retirement in your go-go years? Retirement isn't just a date on a calendar because you've served your time. And it isn't just about financial preparedness. It's also about emotional and lifestyle readiness. Hi, my name is Lana and welcome to My Next Best Life. In this video, I'm going to share 4 quiet signs that you are more ready to retire than you think. I'm also going to include a journal prompt with each of the signs so that you can process your thoughts and emotions and feel confident in your decision as to whether or not you are ready to retire. I like to journal because it provides clarity to my thoughts and emotions, and sometimes it uncovers things I didn't realize that I was thinking and feeling. And it can help me feel more confident when I do make a decision because I know that I've done the work to really know myself and that I'm ready to make the decision that I've made is the right one for me. Journaling is useful when you're thinking about retiring because it can help you visualize what your retirement is actually going to look like and what it is that you want it to be like. Also, you can track your thoughts and feelings. So if you answer the journal prompts I give you today, you can look back in a while and see the progress that you've made. Because maybe after today's video and answering the journal prompts, you'll realize that you're not quite fully there yet, but you can go back and look at your answers later and see what growth that you have made. But hopefully you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you're more ready for retirement than you realized. If you're interested in doing this kind of work for yourself, then grab a pen and paper or a journal if you have one and get ready to answer 4 journal prompts that will help you process whether or not you're ready for retirement. If you're someone who doesn't like to journal or write things down, that's fine. Maybe you are on a walk or maybe you just don't like to write. That's okay. Just pause the video at the journal prompts and just do a personal reflection for your own sake. Maybe you can even use the journal prompts as prompts for conversations with a loved one, a close friend or family member. Either way, it's good to evaluate what you're thinking and feeling so that you can go forward with confidence. Sign number 1 that you are ready to retire. You are excited for your next best life. You catch yourself daydreaming or imagining what retirement's going to look like for you. Maybe you're picturing yourself traveling or spending time with loved ones, grandchildren if you have them, or getting healthy and fit and active, or working on the hobbies that you really enjoy, or developing that side hustle or small business. Your gut feeling, your gut reaction when you think about retirement says a lot. Are you excited? Are you hopeful? Are you energized when you think about retirement? What does your gut tell you? Of course, there's going to be some fear mixed in. There's always going to be fear until you actually reach the stage of retirement. And then you might look back and say, what was I so afraid of? Why didn't I retire sooner? A lot of people say, why didn't I retire sooner? But your gut feeling right now is telling you something, whether you're ready or not to retire. Pay attention to those feelings and be self-aware. The journal prompt for this sign as to whether or not you're ready to retire is, if I could design my next best life, what would it look like and how do I feel about it? Go ahead and pause the video if you like and write down what you really feel when you are thinking about retiring and what is it that you're most excited to do. Sign number 2 that you are ready to retire is that you are seeking more time freedom. You are probably going to work thinking, if only I had time today to get to that project or to do that fun activity or that hobby or to take that trip. You feel the time pressure that if only you didn't have those 40 hours of work, that you could be using that to start your small business or to get healthier and get fit, because right now you're squeezing in a workout or you're working in the evenings on your side hustle idea, or you just don't have enough time with your loved ones, and maybe you have friends who are already retired and they're meeting for lunch, but you can't because you've got to go to work. I know that's happening to me right now, and I see in the group chat that they're having a great time without me. You feel that sense of time urgency. Time is being wasted on work, and you have better things to do with your time. If you feel that you could be using your time for other things and you are just so excited about that, then that's a good indication that you are ready to retire. The journal prompt for this sign is, what do I keep wishing I had more time to do if my time wasn't being restricted by my career? If you are enjoying the video at this point, please take a minute to like and subscribe. It really helps me. I'm just starting out and just starting to build this channel, and it would help me to know if this is the kind of content that I should be making. Sign number 3 that you are ready to retire is that your lifestyle numbers are more ready than you think. Probably you've been doing the calculations, you've been trying to figure out how much you need and how much you need to earn, and you know very well what things cost, and you know your income streams inside and out. If you've done all of that work already, there's no need to keep rehashing. You are ready to retire. Maybe the math doesn't quite add up because you might need to earn a little bit more on the side. And of course, that's certainly possible. Maybe you don't need to work full time. Maybe you can transition to part-time and feel good about that. Maybe you need to do some simplifying or whatever it takes. But you've done the calculations and you've looked at all the angles, and there's not much more math to do. If that's the case, then you are ready to retire. The journal prompt for number 3 that I have for this sign that you are ready to retire: what does enough look like in my day-to-day life? What is enough for you, and when is it enough? We are conditioned to want more and more all the time and to keep working and climbing that ladder of success. But at what point is it enough? If you can answer that question as to what is enough, and you have enough, and you feel like you have enough, then you are certainly ready to retire. Sign number 4 that you are ready to retire is that you do not want to waste your go-go years. The 5 to 15 years after you retire are your go-go years, when you are still young and healthy and active enough mentally and physically to do things. After your go-go years come the slow-go years, and then there are the no-go years. You may have already heard of this concept. You are very aware that you are not getting any younger. You probably have some things that you want to do before you start to slow down. We've all heard the stories of people who retire later and then something happens to their health so that they can't fully enjoy their retirement. Either it's a health event or even death that keeps them from fully enjoying their go-go years. For me, I'm part of a WhatsApp group where people are talking about going to Mount Everest Base Camp. That's something that I got invited to. It's not something I fully expected to do in my life, but once I got invited to it, I was like, hell yes, that sounds amazing. And I'm only going to be able to do that for a few more years. At 58 years old, I think I can still do it. But at 68, 78, 88, I don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish that task, that goal. So my go-go years, I hope, will include getting to Mount Everest Base Camp. Yay! So if you are concerned that you are wasting these years, these active, young, healthy years, then you are ready to retire. So your journal prompt for this sign is, what would I regret not doing while I'm still in my go-go years? Maybe you want to make a list of things you want to do while you still can do them. I hope those 4 quiet signs that you are ready to retire are useful to you and the journal prompts were helpful. If there was one in particular that you found more useful, please comment below so that I know what you like the most, and that helps me to understand my content that I'm providing, and so that I can better serve my audience. Remember that retirement is not just about financial planning. It's also about emotional preparedness and lifestyle preparedness. It's about so much more than just dollars and cents. This time is an opportunity to plan and design the life you've always dreamed of. It's like when you were young and you were leaving school and you had all of these choices to make. And maybe it was a little bit overwhelming to think about whether you were going to go to university or college or into the trades or work for a parent's business or to just backpack around the world for a while. It's similar in that you have years ahead of you, decades perhaps. How do you want to spend that time? I'm working on designing my best life, and I would love it if you came along with me for the ride. I'm really looking forward to retirement, and I hope you are too. If you've gotten to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you because your time is valuable, and I appreciate that you used some of it to spend with me on YouTube. Bye for now, and see you in the next video.